I want to cover Bitcoin. I mentioned it in one of my communities and the Discord group that if it breaks, we have to go back down. We have to go to the one daily, back up. If it breaks 88.2, we then move with high probability towards 93 and 96 or 97. And that was yesterday before it happened. I shared that in my Discord group. I've also shared it in the Telegram group, but mainly on the Discord group for not only the novice traders, which are only paying £15 a month, but also the apprentice traders, which are on about 80. And gave them a few trades that I took yesterday as well, including Bitcoin and Ethereum for these intraday trades on the long side. The risk rewards were looking fantastic, 1 to 3. So I thought, why not trade it? I don't tend to trade counter trend. And I think the big moves will be again on the short side. As you can see here on my chart, the short side is 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3. Perfect setup for me. I have a win rate around 55-60%. I know in great markets I can have 70-80% win rate. In bad markets 40, and then it evens out to about 60. So when I was looking at this trade, what I was seeing was a key pivot point around this level, right? So we had this breakout zone, and then we had this pivot point zone here. And then when you do the risk reward and you say up to 93, well, you have a 1 to 3. So for me, it was a no-brainer. When I saw that while I was looking for ideas for the intraday trading group, it was a no-brainer. We all took the trade, and we are now sitting on a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio on there. Very, very nice. So excellent trade. I set up quite nicely. It could dip, and we have to build structure, of course, on this 1 hourly play. It's not going to be smooth sailing because we have rejections above and resistance above. We are actually in a bearish market on the daily, and we've had a dip on the monthly. So we're in a situation where if you're a long-term trader, this is a discount, right? This is a discount. Now, whether that ends up being another move up higher like this in 2021 or a sell-off like this, we have to be very careful because, yes, we can get 1 or 2 months of uptick rejection at around 100 or 102. But then again, we can also get double top. So we have to see which one it is. But this is an appealing level for long-term investors, buyers, buy and holders. They're going to see this as a nice zone. So we have that. But at the same time, we have a market that's bearish, considerably bearish on the daily, as you can see here. And even if we move up higher, we're going to get another rejection coming back down on the 1 daily. And that's another play that we can play for 1 to 3 here, but potentially an intraday trade again, where we would play this level of 96, maybe even 93, 96, 97, come back down all the way, maybe not a double bottom, but all the way back to 95, 85, or 83. That would be, and then we consolidate if the market is still looking to find support here and find support from long-term investors. So we get mixed messages, and it depends on which style you have and how you want to trade. Now, I like to trade short-term swings, long-term swings. I like to trade. I do buy and hold. It just depends on what I see in the market as an opportunity, and I will trade it. Primarily, though, I focus on swing trading, and that's mainly what I focus on in my large portfolio, with about 30% invested in long-term buys like Bitcoin at 10K when I bought it in 2020. I've held that through, as well as accumulating more. And then we're talking about S&P 500, buying it at the lows of 2023. These are levels that I'm buying when I'm looking for long-term plays. That 30% of my portfolios or my cash, and then we also are doing intraday trading with around 10 to 20%. So That's how I operate, with the large chunk of my portfolios being in swing trades in stocks and crypto.